Hi, I'm Katelyn, in case anyone forgot. Did you know that Americans drink 400 million cups of coffee per day? According to Huffington Post, that's 146 billion a year. I've been working as a barista for about a year now. I'm working kind of down the street at a coffee shop called Limonada, so I've learned some things about coffee. And I know that as college students, we sometimes need a little bit of a boost, but there's so many different coffee drinks out there, it's kind of hard to find the one that fits you. I know that there's a perfect drink for everybody. It's just a matter of finding what fits your caffeine needs and your taste preferences. I'll be explaining variations of espresso, a latte, cappuccino, americano, a mocha, flat white, and brewed coffee today. Before working as barista, I can tell you I really didn't know what all the fancy Starbucks words meant, and I was just kind of confused, and I know it's confusing. I'm going to pull up a website by Jeremy Berger, and it's just kind of a guide to espresso drinks. I found it pretty helpful. So, espresso is a good, quick pick-me-up. The things that you need to know about it, you can have it as one shot or multiple shots. It's good. It's a small drink. Don't think you're going to get like a big drink when you order an espresso. And it's good for people that, don't want to waste calories by like adding milk and sugar. And also for people that just need to knock it back, get some caffeine in them. Espresso is definitely not for people with a sweet tooth because it's pretty bitter, it's pretty strong. A variation of espresso would be a macchiato, and I'll just set the record straight. Starbucks does not give you a true macchiato, okay? They basically give you like an upside down caramel latte. So a true macchiato, I don't know if I have a picture of it. It's espresso with a dollop of foam at the top. So what you get at Starbucks is not a macchiato. And they say that here you can see that the foam is saying like it stains the espresso or it marks the espresso. That's what a lot of people like to say. So typically plain espresso drinks are too strong for someone, so we've created other drinks, or we've added different things to it to like cut down the strong taste. I said before that plain espresso was too strong, or it wasn't good for a sweet tooth. So what is good for a sweet tooth would be a mocha. Y'all are probably familiar with a mocha. It's going to be espresso with some kind of a chocolate base, and then you're going to have steamed milk, a bit of foam, and typically whipped cream, because if you're adding chocolate, why not add whipped cream? This is good for people that love chocolate, obviously. It's also good for people that don't really care for the taste of espresso. The chocolate can kind of mask that. And for people that do like the taste of espresso, but they don't want a little bit of a drink, they want like a larger drink, and they want maybe the espresso is just a little bit too strong for them, their drink would be an Americano. And this was created when Europeans brought espresso to America, and Americans thought it was a bit too strong. So an Americano is just espresso with water. It just waters it down. And this is great for people that don't want to diffuse the espresso taste with milk, and they like the taste, but it's just a little bit too strong for them. Next, we can consider a latte, which is espresso with steamed milk and just a little bit of foam at the top. If you go to Starbucks or coffee places that aren't like have super crazy baristas, you're typically just going to get foam. You're not going to get a fancy picture. That's really kind of hard to do, right? And the good thing about this is it can kind of cut down the espresso taste with milk, and it's also really easy to add flavor to it. Your barista kind of depends. They can add flavor into your espresso, or they can like maybe steam it with your milk. Either way. Another really known coffee drink, but it's definitely misinterpreted, would be, would be a cappuccino. So a cappuccino, if you've ever been to a gas station and you thought, hey, I'll get a fancy cappuccino, that's not a cappuccino. There's two types of cappuccino. There's the dry cappuccino, which is here, and these are good for people who really like foam. So if you've ever had a latte and you just didn't have enough foam in it, try a cappuccino. This is espresso with just a ton of foam. Also, you can get a wet cappuccino if you want a little bit of steamed milk, and it'll be about a third espresso, a third steamed milk, and a third foam. Like a latte, it's really easy to add flavoring to it. So, I like to say if you really want to annoy your barista, ask for an extra dry almond milk cappuccino. And this is because almond milk is really hard to steam. It's really hard to get all the foam out of. So when they're trying to make extra foam for you, it's really difficult. So we've covered a latte with a small amount of foam and a cappuccino with a ton of foam. But if you just don't really care for foam at all, a flat white is really good for you. And a flat white is going to be espresso with steamed milk and maybe the thinnest layer of foam at all. You can kind of see with these espresso drinks, a big difference is just like the ratio of the steamed milk and the foam to the espresso. That's basically what makes all the different drinks. And like a latte and a cappuccino, you can add flavoring into this. I really like the hazelnut flat whites. It's really good if you want to try it. Lastly, if you don't like espresso at all, or you just need to like be on the go, just traditional brewed coffee would be good for you. And this is because it's, like I said, it's great on the go. It can save you time. It also can save you money, which is great for college students. Good thing about brewed coffee is that you can adjust the amount of cream and sugar that you want. You know, if you're really picky, they typically have like a little table with a bunch of sugar and cream, and you can do that yourself. Also, a lot of people don't know, but you can add espresso to your brewed coffee if you just need a kick. If you add 1 shot of espresso, there's different names for it, but at the coffee shop that I'm working at, it's called a red eye. If you add 2 shots, it's a black eye. And if you add 3 shots, if you really need that boost, you should probably just go to sleep. But if you really need it, it's called the green eye. And I can imagine you know why it's called the green eye. I'm going to pull up one more photo. It's a Google photo. It's posted in the coffee shop that I'm working at now. And it's what your coffee drink says about you. I mostly want to point out, you guys can take a look at it, it's pretty funny, but I mostly want to point out, you probably can't see it, but it says, when people say that espresso is their favorite coffee drink, it says that you're clever, annoying, or both. You knowingly or unknowingly mispronounce espresso. Either way, I hate you. Don't ask for espresso. It is espresso, okay? Also, another funny one is a frappuccino. It says you're happy and energetic. You claim to love coffee, but really you love ice cream. That's very true. So, I hope you guys can, find your perfect coffee drink. Wrong card. We've covered plain espresso, a macchiato, a mocha, an Americano, a latte, cappuccino, flat white, and brewed coffee. That's a lot, I know. And what I really hope you guys can do is take all this new information and find the perfect coffee drink. Thank you.